Hi students. Today we are going to discuss about Topper IIT NEET Foundation. In that we are going to discuss about nutrition in animals, 7th class biology. So in 7th class biology, the first lesson is nutrition in animals. So we are already discussed about nutrition in animals in the last class. So in that we are discussing about what are the different steps which are involved in nutrition what are the different steps which are involved in nutrition, and what is meant by nutrition, what are the different processes which are occurs during the nutrition of the animals, like ingestion, digestion, after digestion, absorption of the food material, and then assimilation of the food material into the different cells of the body, then digestion process. These are all are comes under the different steps which are present in different variety of the organisms. And this nutrition is also different from organism to organism. So in some of the organisms the nutrition will be takes place with the help of only one single cell, and some of the cells there will be a complex systematic process will be occurs during the digestion of the food materials. So like that, during in this process we are already discussed about what is the human digestive system, and what are the steps involved in the human digestive system, and which different types of the organs, what the different types of the organs which are present in the nutrition. Means from the mouth it is enter into the esophagus it is enter into the stomach, from that stomach it is enter into the duodenum to the small intestine, jejunum, and then large intestine, and finally it is ends with the anus. So in these different regions there are some of the digestive glands which are releasing some of the digestive enzymes, and after digestion of the food material, the fecal material which is the remnant of the digestive process, it will be eliminated as the fecal material through the anus into the outside of the environment. So this total process, what are the organs and how the digestion process will be occurs, these are all are discussed in last class. So now we are going to discuss about digestion in ruminant animals. So here first one is ruminants. So what are ruminants? What are ruminants? So ruminants are the organisms which eats the grass as the food material. Means we are already we are already divided organisms mainly into two types. One is autotrophic organisms are they, and second one is heterotrophic organisms are they. So here we know the autotrophic organisms are nothing but plants which can prepare their own food material. So that type of organisms are called as autotrophs. Then heterotrophs means they can't able to prepare synthesize their own food material. They depends on the other organisms for the food material process. So in this heterotrophs again we are divided these heterotrophs into mainly three types. One is called as herbivorous organisms, and the second one is called as carnivorous organisms, and third one is called as omnivorous organisms. Okay, so here the heterotrophs means they can't able to synthesize their own food material. They depends on the other organisms for the food material. So we are divided these heterotrophs into mainly three types: herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Herbivores means the organisms which eat only the plant food material. Means they are eating only plant as the food material. For example, grass or fruits or pulp or root or stem, like that. Whatever the plant material that will be eaten by the organisms, then the organisms are considered as herbivorous organisms. They are nothing but grazing animals. We are calling them as the grazing animals also. Means the organisms only they can eat plants as the food material. And another one is called as carnivorous organisms. The organisms which eat animals as the food material. Means for example chicken, or otherwise pork, or beef, or any sheep, like that different varieties of the organisms. And some of the lions are eating other organisms, tiger eating other organism, wolf it is also like that. Some of the organisms only they are eating food materials as the animals as the food material. The type of organisms are called as carnivorous organisms. Then coming to the next one, that is about omnivorous, the organisms which eat both plants and animals as the food material. Then the type of organisms are called as omnivorous organisms. The type of organisms are called as omnivorous organisms. So these herbivorous organisms eating whatever where the organisms are eating only plants as the food material, the type of organisms are comes under the ruminants. What are they? Ruminants. And the process in which the organisms eating plant food material, so that process is called as rumination. If you can see the some of the goats, sheep, cattle, buffaloes, cows, like that organisms, then they will eat some amount of food material as it is first time. So again after some time they again take already swallowed food material taken into mouth, and in the mouth again they are chewing that food material, then they will swallow after a second time also. Means here during the rumination process by the ruminants organisms, the organisms are eating two types food material. Means once they will take grass from the environment, and after eating that environment, after eating that grass, it will somewhat it will be chewed by their mouth containing the teeth, and after that it will be swallowed that food material. And slowly it is, for example, it is mouth, from this mouth it is enter into the esophagus region. From the esophagus region it is enter into the one chamber like structure, that is called as rumen. So this is called as rumen. So it is a final large intestine, and finally ends with the anus. So here it is called as rumen. So in this rumen chamber, whenever the food material is going, and here the temporarily the food material is storing. So after storage of the food material in the rumen, there are some of the bacteria are present. What are they? Bacteria are present. So this bacteria during the process of rumination, this bacteria mix the food material with the means already here the storage of the food material will be occurs. Here food material will be there, the food will be mixed with some amount of bacteria. So why the food is mixed with the bacteria means, here the organisms are ruminants, means they are eating plant food material, means plant stem, leaf, plant total parts will be eaten by organisms. So these plants food material is mainly containing cellulose. What is that food material? Cellulose containing food material is there. So this cellulose is not digested by the ruminant organisms. Why the cellulose is not digested means the cellulose is digested by the enzyme called as cellulase. Which enzyme it is needed? Cellulase. But the cellulase enzyme is absent inside the ruminant organisms. So because of the absence of the cellulase enzyme, here the rumen chamber is containing some amount of bacteria. This bacteria is a symbiotic association with this organism, and it releases cellulase enzyme. This bacteria is releases cellulase enzyme. So whatever the cellulase enzyme which is released by the bacteria is mixed with the stored food material, already stored food material, and digest the total food material. Means here the food material is mixed with the bacteria. So the bacteria releases enzyme called as cellulase. So this total food is mixed with cellulase. Again, this food is enter into the mouth region. This food is enter into the mouth region. In the mouth, again the process of chewing will be occurs. During the process of the chewing, whatever the food material will be there, that food material is completely mixed with the cellulase enzyme, and the enzyme is reacts with this plant containing cellulose part, and it digests that cellulose into glucose. Then again from this mouth it is enter into the reticulum region. Here the reticulum region will be there, so it is called as reticulum. So from this reticulum it is again enter into the one of the again chamber that is called as vomasum. And from this vomasum it is again enter into the abomasum. Like that the process of digestion will be occurs. From this whatever the remaining material will be there, means the undigested food material will be there, that will be enter into the large intestine, and it is coming towards the anus as a fecal material. So this process is called as rumination. Here the organisms are eating food material in two types. First one, they will eat total as the food material fastly. After that, it is mixed in the rumen chamber. It is mixed with bacteria which is releasing cellulase enzyme, and the cellulase is mixed with the food material, and it is again going to the mouth. In the mouth, with the help of the teeth, the food material is chewed by this organism, and again the food material is enter into reticulum. From the reticulum it is enter into vomasum to the abomasum, and finally the digestion process will be occurs. After that, absorption and assimilation process will be occurs. So this total process is called as rumination. What is that process? Rumination. And then coming to the next, some terminology will be there in this lesson. So what are the terminology? So terminology which is present in this lesson. So one terminology is called as coprophagy. What is that? Coprophagy. So the coprophagy is the process in which the organisms are eating fecal material as the food material. Fecal material as the food material. Then that process is called as coprophagy, and in this the organisms are eating whatever the fecal material which is released by the other organisms will be eaten by these organisms. For example, best example, we know pigs. So the pigs are eating fecal material as the food material. So the process is called as coprophagy. And another important one is called as rumination. So the process in which the grazing animals are eating food material, and again it is mixed with the food material. Again is mixed with the food material, and again the process for digestion process will be occurs in two step mechanism. Then that process is called as rumination. What is that process? Rumination. So this is about coprophagy and rumination. Then coming to the some of the enzymes which are released by the enzymes. Some of the enzymes which are released during the digestion process. So enterokinase. What is that enzyme? Enterokinase. So this enterokinase is containing enteropeptidase enzyme. So this enteropeptidase enzyme is released from the duodenum. What is that? Duodenum walls. Duodenum walls are releasing this enterokinase enzyme, and the food material, whatever the food material which is coming from the stomach is mixed with this duodenum juices, duodenum containing digestive juices. In that, which enzyme is there? Enterokinase. This enterokinase is also called as enteropeptidase, which is digest the food material into small peptide or proteases molecules. So that's why this which is released from the duodenal walls. And another important enzyme called as secretive. So this is also released by same duodenum walls, and it is also important for the digestion of the proteins. And the gastric juice containing some of the gastric enzymes and some lipase enzymes and casein digestive enzymes, and these are also released from the gastric juice. They are also digesting the food material. And another important one, intestinal juice containing pancreatic juice is containing so many different varieties of peptidases. These peptidases are digesting the peptide molecules or small protein molecules into small amino acid structures. Means from the pancreatic and intestinal juices only the complete digestion process will be occurs. And some of the another important one is lipase. So the lipase is the enzyme which is mainly digest the food material, the enzymatic fat materials into simple forms. So, and some of the organisms, in some of the organisms, there is a process called as intracellular digestion is also occurs. What is that process? Intracellular digestion means the digestion which is occurs within the cell. Means, for example, if you take amoeba, in the amoeba, the digestion process will be occurs only in the cell. Means within that cell only the digestion process will be occurs. That process is called as intracellular digestion. And another one is called as pinocytosis process. So the intake of the food materials and the whatever the liquid food materials which is taken by the different varieties of the organisms is called as pinocytosis. During the whenever the liquid food material is taken by the organisms and it is containing some of the enzymes which are digesting that food material, and this process is called as pinocytosis. And phagocytosis means nothing but the eating of the food material process will be occurs, and during that inside the cell only the digestion process will be occurs. So the total process is considered as a digestion. Means there are some different terminology are there. During the different terminology the organisms are using different enzymatic processes. But in the digestion process, mainly the organism eating food material, that is called as ingestion. Then the conversion of complex materials into simple materials will be occurs. That process is called as digestion. After digestion of the food material, the absorption of the food material will be occurs. Then the assimilation of the food material means the digested food materials are transported into different parts of the body. That process is called as assimilation. Then after that, whatever the remaining unwanted food material will be there, that will be adjusted from the outside. So here in this class there are different organisms are also we can say as the examples. So this is about nutrition in animals. Okay, thank you.